Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Clasital's reading.
Hello.
Reading. Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Welcome to Academic Reading, Matching Information Question and Answer session. Today, I will be your teacher. My name is Burçin. You can call me ma'am or teacher, however you want. And today, we will be looking at matching information questions. Let me share my screen with you slowly so we can start our lesson. Let me see. Let me see who do we have. Hello Favri, hello Priyanshu.
Ma'am.
Yes. Today we will learn matching information question type. We will look at some tips and strategies. Then we will have one question and answers. Yes, let me see. It says you should find there will be same statements like they can be opinions, they can be predictions, they can be reasons, information. It will be a type of information. It depends on the question. It can differ to 3 to 6 questions, and you will find in which paragraph you can find that information. We will see it in a minute. You should write the correct letter. Let's say it will be the paragraphs will be lettered like A, B, C, D, and you will find the correct letter in which the info are included, and you will write the letter of the paragraph next to the questions, or you will write the correct letter to the blank at the end of each statement. You will see it in the question. In this one, the statements are not in the correct order as the text. Because you are matching it with the paragraphs, it will be like they won't come in order. So you have to find in which paragraph you can find that answer. So this question type requires you to read all of the text. And yes, some paragraphs may not contain a statement, so you don't have to use every paragraph for this part, or you can find in a paragraph you can find two answers. It depends on the question. Yes, in the question it will say to you, for example, let me see. It says yes, you can use any letter more than once, or it will say write the correct letter A to F in boxes 1 to 5. So you in for example in this question you won't use the letters more than once, but in this question you may use any letter more than once, but you may use. Maybe you don't have to, but you may use. That's it is for you to keep in mind. Yes, I can show you two strategies for this one. I am looking for if I'm missing something. I will continue. You can use two strategies here. As strategy one, you can read the question first, highlight the keywords and the ideas, then you can move on to the other questions because you will have like it will be just one type of question and it depend the question will number will depend on 3 to 6, so you will have other type of questions. You can read this question first, highlight the keywords and ideas, and you can move on the other types of questions. They may be easier to answer, so maybe you will find the paragraph like the in an order, so you can move to other type of question and leave this question to the last. As you proceed, as you engage with the questions in the text, it can be easier for you to match the information with the paragraphs. And some of the statement may be harder to find than the others. Then you can again leave it to the last and look for that answer in the paragraph, in the texts. As strategy 2, you can read the question, understand the meaning, understand what it is saying, and you can choose some keyword. Then you can go to the paragraph and you can locate them in the text. The maybe in the question, in the information, you can find the info as paraphrase, and maybe there are some synonyms are used. So it is important to understand the meaning of the question. You can find the keywords. You can skim and scan the test to find that info. Then you can move on to other questions. You should read very carefully to find the answer, and you should be careful about the matching of the statements. Keep in mind the important points. The statements can be detailed in a paragraph rather than included in the main idea. So maybe you will be asked just for one information in the paragraph, not the main idea. Do not confuse this question type with the main idea question. Maybe you will find the info in just one sentence. You can guess, for example, you can guess the main idea of a paragraph. So you can guess that, I think my information can be here. So you can look at that paragraph and look for the keywords. Some statements are harder to find than others. Skip them and keep them in mind while looking for the others. Now, I will apply strategy 1 today. We will look at the question, then we will look at the other questions, and we will come back to that question. Do you have any questions so far? Yes, we said it is not the main idea matching the headings questions. So maybe they are asking for as just one information from the text. It can be information, opinion, and other things. Let's continue then. This time, our strategy is a little bit different than the others, because in this type of question, it may require you to pay attention to little details. And again, we don't have that time, but for this question type, we may want to focus on the whole paragraph. Okay, this is from a section 1 paragraph. Yes, we have a picture. It is discovery of a baby mammoth. And this is our mammoth. It says, a near-perfect frozen mammoth offers clues to a great vanished species. Let's read our question. It says, the reading passage has 6 paragraphs A to F. Which paragraph contains the following information? Write the correct letter A to F in boxes 1 to 5 on your answer sheet. It says, similarities between studies of mammoth remains from different part of the world. Similarities between studies of mammoth remains from different parts of the world. So it says here let's say it says here different parts of the world. Maybe I will see something like Asia, North America, blah blah. Maybe I will come across something like that. I am looking for synonyms and paraphrases. It says details of the uses to which mammoth body parts were put. So I will see some different use Yes, because it says uses. I will see some different use of the baby mum were used. 3. A theory that accounts for the damage of Lullaby's face. I think Luluba is the name of the mammoth, our mammoth. An explanation of how an individual was able to identify a small corpse. A small corpse, I think they are mentioning about our baby mammoth. And in the 5, it says a comparison between Luluba and Liliba, I don't know, and other young mammoth corpses. So I will see a comparison between the Luluba and the other mammoths. So maybe it can be my keyword. It can differ in this way. Now let's look at the other questions. It says, look at the following statements and the list of people below. Match each statement with the correct person. Write the correct letter A to G in the boxes 6 to 10 on your answer sheet. You may use any letter more than once. Okay, so in this one, we can use any letter more than once. Okay, it says the indications are that mammoths died as a result of climate change. Teeth analysis is important in discovering why mammoths died out. Okay, the corpse of the baby mammoth is in the better condition than any other that has been discovered. It would be a mistake to ignore the baby mammoth's discovery because of its potential importance. And in the 10 it says mammoths often died at a time of year when they should have been in good physical condition. And I have the list of people. It says Yuri Kuhiri, Kirill Sorotento, Tetto, Adrian Lister, Alexei Tikhonov, Dan Fisher, Bernard Burgess, and Naoki Suzuki. And this is not important. You don't have to read all of the names. You should just know the names, see them, and it will be like 20 seconds of your time to. You will just see them, and when you go back to the text, you will see the questions, so you can match them. You don't have to like read all of the names. And it says complete the sentences below. I am doing it to show you to show you a strategy. It says choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. Some researchers say that a marked rise in temperature impacted on the mammoths by changing the type of something available, and it says Fisher concluded that many of the mammoths tusks he looked at displayed signs of something. Fisher, it says, again, I have a name, and it says some researchers, a marked rise in temperature. Again, these are my keywords. So I will look for a temperature sign of things, something. Not long after Lullaby's dead, so I will see something about the Lullaby's Luba. I don't know. Not long after Luba's death, the Mammutus primigenius group she belonged to was replaced by another group that came from somewhere. So in here, at this question and this question, I have many details. I have many keywords. So from that keywords, I can conclude, I can take some answers, and maybe meanwhile, I will find the answer to the matching information question too. So let's see. First, I want to start with this name. When I have seen a name on my paragraph, on my text, I will stop and look for that information. Yuri Kuhidi. I think Yuri Kuhidi knows something. Yes, his name is, or her name is here. I will give you 10 seconds to read these questions. Maybe reading from inside will help you. I think it's okay. I have read. I believe that you have read it too. I think I will read this one, but I will just skip some examples maybe. In some dates, in Siberia, Yuri Kuhudi, blah blah river. He is looking at a corpse. Although he had never seen an animal before, many mammoth tusks his people found each summer, and this persuaded him the corpse was a baby mammoth. So Yuri Kuhidi found a corpse of a mammoth. Now we know that information. We have it. It was aerially preserved. Apart from its missing hair and toenails, it was perfectly intact. So it is different from the others. Kuhidi realized that the find might be significant and he knew he couldn't just return him and forget about it. Therefore, he decided to travel to somewhere, consult an old friend, Kirill Soretetto. His friend took him to meet the director of the local museum, who persuaded the local authorities to fly Kuhudi and Soretero back to the Yurubay River to collect the baby mammoth. Okay, now let's see. The indications, we don't know. We don't know. Okay, from these names, who thinks it would be a mistake to ignore the baby mammoth discovery because of its potential importance and went to see? Oh, hi everyone. You're a little bit late, but it's okay. We are just reading it. Who was here? Have you seen the answer for the? It will be a mistake to ignore the baby mammoth discovery because of its potential importance. Do you know who thinks that? You can write it from the chat part if you know the answer. Maybe I can answer this one and I will expect you to answer the others. Yes. 9 is A. It is Yuri Kuhidi, but it says you may use any letter more than once. So this is not like eliminated answer. We will continue searching for this one. In this one, we are looking at the list of people and we are matching them with the statements. It says the indications are that mammoths died as a result of the climate change. Teeth analysis is important in discovering the why mammoths died out. The corpse of the baby mammoth is in better condition than any other that has been discovered, and mammoths often died at a time of the year when they should have been in good physical condition. Let's continue. Now I'm at the B, and I'm looking for a name. Mammoths became extinct. Most recent ice age. Many researchers believe that the primary cause of the great die-off was a sharp rise in the temperature, which dramatically altered the vegetation. I have seen this information somewhere. Do you remember it? We have looked at the questions and I have seen it. It says many researchers believe that the primary cause of the great die-off was the sharp rise in temperature, which dramatically altered the vegetation. Some researchers say that a marked rise in temperature impacted on mammoths, but by changing the type of do you have an answer? Let me write this one to you. Maybe we can write here because this is my answer. Maybe we can write here vegetation. Because it says that many researchers, and it says here some researchers, okay, say that a marked rise in temperature, sharp rise in temperature, which dramatically altered, impacted by changing the type of vegetation available. Maybe vegetables available. I think they are both acceptable. But this is my answer for the 11. Let's continue. Now I am expecting to see a name again. Let's see. I am at the C. Aha, says Adrian Lister. Let's see. The indications. Yes, here. The indicators are that mammoths died as a result of climate change and what was my name? Tut, 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 tut. Yes. Have you seen the answer? You can write it from the chat part. Who thinks that mammoths became extinct because of an climate change? Come on, my students, you can do this. It is right there. Who says it? I have a name there. What is the name? Who says that mammoths became extinct as a result of climate change? You can do this. I believe in you. You don't want the answer? You are not feeling in the answering mode? Are you more receptive today? Thank you very much, Artemis. I have sent the questions to you too. So let me see. The indications are that mammoths died as a result of climate change, and my name for this is Adrian Lister, and this is C. Okay, let's continue. Very good. Adrian Lister, a pathologist, a mammoth, blah blah. The extinctions also coincided, however, with the arrival of modern humans. In addition to exploiting mammoths for food, They use their bones and tusks to make weapons, tools, and even dwellings. Some scientists believe humans were as much to blame as the temperature rise for the Great Die-Off. Some say they caused it. So some says the humans caused mammoths to extinct. And I think I have seen something else in here too. In addition to exploiting mammoths for food, they used their bones and tusks to make weapons, tools, and even dwellings. No. Mhm. Details of the uses to which mammoths' body parts were put. So now I have that information. I think I have seen it. It says, in addition to exploiting mammoths for food, they use their bones and tusks to make weapons, tools, and even dwellings. And it is my paragraph B. Details of the uses to which mammoths' body parts were put. I wasn't looking for that answer, but I found it. Let's continue. I'm looking for the names here, and I'm looking for the clues. C. The body was eventually sent to Petersburg. Alexei Tikhonov, the museum's director, was one of the first scientists to view the baby, a female. Hmm. No, I don't know. Female, female, female. According to the Tikhonov, Curie had rescued the best preserved mammoth to come down to US from the Ice Age. And he gratefully named her Luba after Curie's wife. So yes, Curie was a man and he has a wife. And let me see. Mhm. The corpse of the baby mammoth is in better condition than any other that has been discovered. I am taking this information from the this one, from this sentence. The best preserved mammoth to come down to US from the Ice Age. So in here I say is better condition than any of that has been discovered. And who said it? It was an Russian name here. Alexei Tikhonov said it. Let's continue reading. Here. Tikhonov. Tikhonov knew that no one was more excited by the find than the Dan Fisher, an American colleague at the University's blah blah Life of Mammoths. Tikhonov invited Fisher along with Bernard Bourgeois, a French mammoth hunter, to come and view the baby mammoth. Fisher and Bourgeois had examined the other specimens together, including infants, but this had been in relatively poor state. Luba was another story entirely. Other than the missing hair and toenails, the only flaw in her pristine appearance was a curious dent above the trunk. So there's a dent, there's a teeth above the trunk. Interesting. Fisher was particularly excited about one specific part of Lullaby's anatomy, her milk tusks. Tusk is that thing that on the mammoths and on the like some other animals. Through his career, Fisher has taken hundreds of tusk samples. Most of these came from the Great Lakes region of North America, And his research showed that these animals continue to thrive despite the Palais Pleistocene temperature change. On the other hand, here, Pleistocene era, the time between the roughly 2.6 million ago and 10,000 years ago to yes. On the other hand, to Fisher, the tusks often reveal telltale evidence of human hunting. I think I have seen a keyword here. His samples frequently came from the animals that had died in autumn when they should have been at their peak after summer grazing and less likely to die of natural causes, but also when humans would have been most eager to stockpile meat for the coming winter. Hmm. So the winter is coming. It is the best season, like the best season for the mammoths, but it is the best season for hunting too for humans. He has done limited work in Siberia, but his analysis of tusks from Ragnall Island of the coast Siberia suggests same conclusions. Okay, let's go back. No, we don't know. I think I have seen this information. It says similarities between studies of mammoth remains from different parts of the world. And in here, I am seeing some information about that one. Why it happened like this? I am seeing some information about the other part of the world, like the Great Lakes of North America. Uh, Yes, so there are some similarities between studies of mammoths from the different parts of the world. We don't know. Huh. And it says here an explanation of how an individual was able to identify a small corpse. I think I have seen this keyword somewhere here. Yes. Yuri Kuhiri was looking at a corpse. And I think nowhere else I will see this information because what was my name? Yuri Kuhidi has identified a small corpse, most probably between the eyes. So it makes my answer A. A. An explanation of how an individual, Yuri, was able to identify a small corpse. It is A. 5. A comparison between lullabies and other young mammal corpses. Did I have seen one? Yes, I have seen this one. Where was it? Fisher and Bugis had examined other spacemen together, including infants, but this had been in a relatively poor state. Lullaby was another story entirely. Other than the missing hair and toenails, the only flaw in her pristine appearance was a curious then above trunk. So it makes my answer C. I don't know about this one yet, but I will see. I don't know. I have read this one. Mammoths often died at a time of the year when they should have been in a good physical condition. Where was it? Yes. His temples frequently came from the animals. Who's saying that? Fisher is saying that. Fisher, the text often revealed the telltale evidence of human hunting. His temples frequently came from. I am leaving the reading to you. I will wait for 10 seconds for you to read. I think we have read that. And in just one, like 1, 2, 3, 4 line, I came across many answers. So you should pay attention to these details and keywords. Like here, I still don't know this. Fisher concluded, and because I remember I have seen Fisher somewhere else too. Fisher concluded that many of the mammoth stocks he looked at the display signs of. Let me see. Fisher, the task often revealed the telltale of evidence of human hunting. So, my students, who is here? CH and Makesh, do you know the answer? We are not in the communicative mode. It's okay. Sometimes it happens. If you have seen it, it is just there. You can answer it. You don't know? Okay. It says, let's see the keywords. It says here, revealed the telltale evidence of. And in here, displayed telltale evidence of, signs of human hunting. And it was so like my keywords are like there. It is Mammutus primigenius was replaced. Okay, I will look for another name. And in here I have, did I finish this? No. A theory that accounts for the damage to Lullaby's face. I don't know. The teeth analysis is important in discovering the Weimar style. Okay. And I have not long ago after Luba's dad. This is this group. So I am continue to reading it. I have finished that part. Bugias arrange a spaceman to be transported to Japan to undergo CT scan. Naoki Suzuki, blah blah medicine. The test confirmed that her skeleton was undamaged, seemed largely intact. It also, her trunk and her throat mouth filled with dense sediments. Fisher, Boogie, Suzuki, Tikhonov, and other colleagues began a 3-day series of tests on Luba. During this, Fisher noted something in her trunk, indicated a lullaby scan. In fact, Lullaby's trunk was so placed, Fisher saw it as a passable. In fact, the sediment in the Lullaby's trunk was packed so tightly that Fisher saw it as a possible explanation for the dent above her trunk. If she was frantically fighting for breath and inhaled convulsively, perhaps a partial vacuum was created in the base of her trunk, which would have flattened surrounding soft tissue. To Fisher, the circumstances of Luba's death were clear. She has asphyxiated. Asphyxiated means like suffocated. Suzuki, however, proposed a different interpretation, seeing the more evidence for drowning than acidification. Drowning, maybe Luna. What was Luna? Luba. Luba maybe suffocated with the dust, or maybe like drowned with the dust. Yes, and I have seen the theory here, and it was from the Fisher. Perhaps huh. Fisher Soviet is a possible explanation for the dent above her trunk, so it is E now. I know that one. What was it? Teeth analysis is important. Again, this is E2. And what was it? Mammoth primigenius. Finished. Finished. Then I am just skimming it quickly. Analysis of her well-preserved DNA has revealed that she belonged to a distinct population of Mammutus primigenius, and that soon after her time, another population migrating to Siberia from North America will take their place. Okay, do you have the answer? Not long after Lullaby's death, the blah blah group she belonged was replaced by another group that came from. Where did they came from? Do we have the answer? Okay, I will answer that for you too. They came from population migrating to Siberia from North America. So maybe they were looking for some cooler places. Yes. And do you see, as we are progressing, we have found the paragraphs that including that information. It can be an easier method for you to see that parts, to read the question and continue to the other part of the text and other questions, and try to memorize, try to understand the keywords, try to understand the statement information. Then while you are reading it, you can find the answer. Okay. Now, my students, this was the end of my lesson. We have done paragraph 1. I can't write it. We have done paragraph 1 question. We have done 13 words. We have learned a strategy to do matching information questions. Please, I will share a link with you. I will share our library with you. From our library, you can study these materials. Let me show it to you. Yes, from the videos you can. Today we did reading, for example. From the videos you can find the question type and study the question type. Then you can go to the practice part and you can find matching the information questions or any other questions, and you can practice from here. Yes, before you go, I am kindly asking you to fill out our form. You can do it on the screen too. On your screen, you can click on it. My name is Burçin. These feedbacks are giving us a great insight about our learning process, so we can support you better. Please evaluate the lesson and me. My name is Burçin again. And if you have any suggestions, you can write it here to your answer part. Thank you for joining, everyone. This is a difficult question type, so you need to practice a lot. If you have any questions, I am here to answer them. I will wait 1 more minute for you to answer, then I will finish the lesson. Okay then. Hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow tomorrow we have lesson at in meantime it is 8:30 or something, or 8, I'm not sure. You can check it from the Clasital's web page and you can see the time for our speaking session. In the speaking session, today's topic is art. It will be interesting. And hope to see you there. Take care of yourself, everyone.